Welcome back to Relics of the Past, as I'm Salt the Kobold, the very odd and strange-looking DM of this interesting game, gathered with the same gaggle of characters, and the new person. We have King Boo.
Good evening. I am the Count.
Ace Daredevil.
Hey guys, I play Abe. It's nice to meet you all.
Drago.
Kain Volt. I don't know what else to say here.
Modern Viking.
Michaeleen of Kaidala. It's a pleasure to see you all again.
Siren's Teacup.
Estrella Palmer here. It feels like it's been a while, yeah?
Ducky.
I'm Duck, and I play
Rainlow!
And
God.
Rainlow, Retlow, and Raina.
The burp in between.
She's just like, oh god, I play this other character too. I like the first two, but not the third one.
It took me a second to remember.
We're off to a great start tonight. Anyway, so when we last left off, the party discovered.
To put it in a way to easily understand, we have discovered a little goobler that happens to be two Grimblies mashed into a goobler.
At the same time, we witnessed war crimes committed by a chthonic god known as Gub Gub. Or was that last
Who
episode?
cares about that? We got a
That
goobler.
was the last
episode before last
And
episode.
anyway, but we did leave on a bit of a cliffhanger after seeing that the new party member can split themselves into two other people. Very interesting. But we did leave on a bit of a cliffhanger with an octopus in a glass sphere on top of a mechanical body with a butler getup saying greetings with a mechanical, slightly English accent. How do you react to this, Dare?
Oh fuck, not another one.
Another what, sir?
Huh? What? Nothing. Just, ignore that.
The octopus raises one of its eyes slightly.
So, anyways, what's your purpose?
I can't remember much, but to serve, I believe. And since you rescued me from those most unpleasant people, I thought it'd best to be repay my respects and duties and stuff, and serve you, if you'll have me, sir.
You know what? Seeing as how I have to send Nodo away, it'd be nice to have a nice replacement that I wouldn't have to build myself.
Thank you. Oh, and I do have to apologize ahead of time. I borrowed a few of your resources to build a touch of equipment for myself, along with, he kind of turns the fourth floor down like he's looking at his own body. Borrowed one of your mechanical servants. Hopefully you aren't too attached to them.
Believe me, I noticed.
As you seem kind of passively just kind of slightly slide like the severed head and wires and stuff of the head of this particular body took off under the table.
Above board, what is the intelligence of this octopus?
Enough to
it's
make your
above your
murder
grade
look
level.
like an accident.
It's what now?
Above your pay grade. There, I'm curious. What's your intelligence?
Solid 20.
Okay.
What's your
I
wisdom?
don't know if I should hint at this with a simple phrase, but be bigger.
Disturbing. Also insulting.
Isn't
Anyway.
there some feat you can take to increase your intelligence score?
I mean,
Not above
if I
20.
take the restrictions off of Abe,
The only way to boost a stat beyond 20 would be a skill book, and those are extremely rare and take a full day to read. But it's a permanent increase of +1.
Would the Order of Aethor have that?
just like, can we make Abe smarter?
If you want to, there is a possibility for you to go through. But, Michaeleen, to answer that question, do you really think the Order would give something like that away?
Probably
Damn
not.
right they would.
The only way
I'd
you
say
get
that they'd give it away as a reward
It's-
for doing something extremely impressive.
Yeah.
Or a trade for something that would benefit Monster Hunters for a long time in the future. Like, for instance, the skiffs.
Anywho's, so you guys actually have to make it back to the ship. So you guys proceed to make it back to the
Wait,
main
don't
city.
we need to?
I thought we were already on the ship.
We
We
are
were
on the
already
ship.
on the ship.
We are on
Mhm.
the ship.
Yeah, we were.
What we
on the
need to
ship.
do is take.
I'm on
this ship.
What we need to do is take the crate of information for Uldir back to Uldir.
Oh, that's right. All right.
You're stuck. No. Okay.
Wait, do we have to be back on the ship for that? Aren't we within
No.
the same city?
Yes, we're in the same city.
All right, everybody on a script. On a
We
skiff.
went back to the ship for a long rest because we got fucked up
Why?
and our strength score got.
So what was in
Sure.
here?
All right, everybody on the skiff.
Well,
So
what was
I'm going to
that
say it
box
has
then?
been a
For your
full
head.
day. So it has been a full day since you guys.
Ordered a plunger off of Amazon. Okay.
Okay. It has been a full in-game day.
You know what? I
Hey,
have people coming into the office bothering me over comedic stuff, so I'm sorry. As soon as I can, I'll buy a laptop, but I don't have the money for that. I'm saving that for my birthday. I hope you understand.
Anywho, so with that, it has been a full day. You guys proceed to get down to the skiff and easily find his shop. You park it right in front of the back alley his shop leads to.
Right. So
Are we gonna offload this ourselves, or does?
Michaeleen has it in his ring of spatial storage.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So Michaeleen is going to go and we what was the purpose of getting the stuff for him back again? He had
We were doing it for some information, I believe, but Abe's
Yeah.
something on Kazas's
exploits.
Get more information to
recent.
possibly locate him a bit easier.
Yeah.
Like Beastman territories, you know Beastman territories, but you can't pin it down.
Right.
At least.
Trying to figure out exactly where this fucker is.
Yeah. Or at least where his
We still need to
presumed
go to
main
the
house is.
Yeah, we still need to go to the next pillar first though, but we still
Yeah.
need to get this info.
Put it this way, this info just gives you the ability to fuck him over when you guys have the opportunity to.
Estrella
want to.
follows Michaeleen in and she takes notes on the information.
So I'm going to go in and see Uldir.
The second you open the door, you see Aldir's kind of talking, at least, and there's a bit of this hunched up fellow, somewhat freaky looking, talking to him. As the mumbling about something, Aldir kind of looks above and notices you. Oh, Icky! Icky, you're back! Well, sorry, Frank. My friend came in and stuff. Our business is concluded, and that's fun. Sorry, shoot out.
You cut out there heavily.
Very heavily.
Oh, my apologies. Aldir essentially cuts the dude off from his conversation, proceeds to shoo him out. The customer proceeds to seem fairly grumpy and increasingly freaky. Now that I know if someone's easy to poke fun at you with it.
And I can't say anything about it.
Michaeleen is going to go over and he's going to hold his hand over the counter and he's going to dispense, I guess is the word I'd use, from the spatial storage. Unload the cargo, yeah.
You proceed to drop this box. It was about maybe 4 or 5 inches off the table. It proceeds to land and everything that was piled high proceeds to fall on the floor.
No, because the way that it's written is that it appears in a box. All the stuff inside the box stays in the box inside the spatial storage room. Is essentially what it is. And when you put it down, it's essentially you put it down where it would normally be, and
whatever, comedic scene. Anyway, so
if there's sensitive stuff in there.
I was trying to make a funny scene. Let's just move on. We don't need to put the ball. We don't need to make mountains out of molehills, my friend. Even though that's very fun. So, Owen, you proceed to drop up the cargo off. Oh, thank you so much, Mickey. Mickey, such a pleasure. Pleasure working with you. And don't worry, I'm a break of my words. But if you ever need anything, let me know. As he proceeds to start filtering through the goods.
Information on cases.
Oh, yes, that. I nearly forgot. One moment, please. Him casually just sticks 2 fingers on the edge of the lid of the top biggest box. Rips it off like a can. Top of a can. And him starts going, tossing boxes over his shoulder and stuff. Him, don't want to toss that. Sits on the counter. Pulls up a strange-looking orb with mechanical plates and buttons. Huh. Oh, here we go. Scroll cases. One of my favorite things. Proceed to drop about several scroll cases on the ground. The information's in here. Feel free to go through one and stuff. I'll take this one. Proceed to pop cap and starts going through. Takes another one.
Does Estrella want to do this? This is her wheelhouse.
Estrella is already on it. Gathering up the scrolls and looking through them for the information that we're needing. She's a pretty fast reader, but she's also in the zone, officially unplugged in her little world. You hear her muttering, speed reading.
So
it's
writing
almost
down useful.
So that is. No wonder he has a lot of influence. Well, from what I'm getting from this, he is actually he's not a shogun of the Big Cat dynasty, but he's most certainly very high up on the totem pole, and particularly he is a part of the Lion's Order, or in the Lion's domain in our Lion dynasty.
He's above board. I'm saying this. He's the head of the Indrath clan.
Indraths. I've dealt with those particular people before. They always seem a little on the mean side and bloodthirsty.
What? What?
The DM is officially broken.
We win, right?
Yep.
I guess so.
I'm
I didn't do anything.
Fuck. Bouquet was absolutely insane.
I was waiting for it, and you diverted from what I thought you were gonna say. That's all I'll say.
So then, Ducky, put your flesh back on. For the listeners and stuff, Ducky is playing with a skeleton hand. I was making a joke off it.
You could say she has a boner.
Or you could
You
not.
could say it's pretty.
No.
Pause. Dare, how long has this been going on? The recording?
16 minutes.
So we're
Will we
fine.
pass our safety limit? Like, first 10 minutes, no SFW?
Maybe.
Well, let's
I don't know
see.
after editing. We'll find out.
Anyway, so essentially that's the information you get. I would recommend staying away from them the best I can, but you do you. So I ain't gonna tell you how to make your own decisions, Mick. You have plenty capable feline of your own. Oh, I will ask one favor at least. Don't tell Elkezas I pointed you in his direction. You know how things are.
And all of a sudden, Estrella says, "We never heard of you, nor did we see you."
I'm gonna
Is it-
touch you.
Well, you know
She says in confirmation.
need to unload my legally acquired goods.
Do you happen to have any spirits in stock?
What kind of spirits?
Pulls out a bag of souls.
Ah, I see. Your usual stuff?
Yes.
Let me see real quick.
had to do
He actually goes into the back of the shop for once. He's like,
I had to do something I don't like doing.
okay.
What
Okay.
the hell was that sound?
It's just my soul
Mikey-
trying to escape my body. It's fine. I'm fine.
She sneezed.
Viking, do you want me to make something up on the fly and stuff, which is your personal favorite liquor? Or do you have a suggestion?
Rye whiskey.
Something with distilled catnip.
Rye whiskey?
Rye whiskey with some
Nip.
with a little bit of nip.
I think she put a little.
I feel like
nip in
catnip would be
whiskey.
like a dip can.
I think she
No,
put a little
catnip
nip
is
in
literally
whiskey.
just weed.
For him, at least, because he's
Wait.
a cat boy.
Pipe? Or is it an E-pipe?
E-pipe, and it's cannabis.
It's that Mary Jane.
Well, that explains
Mary
why
Joannis.
I'm there.
Sorry.
Why?
She's
So-
looking up nip in your whiskey. Anyway,
So then, you proceed to hear him rumble around. You hear him shovel a few bottles around. Knew he had some left. But he proceeds to walk back himself with a small wooden crate himself with what looks like to be 6 bottles, but 2 of them seem to have the corks missing and just seem to be empty bottles stored in the box. Here you go, my friend. And for a job like this, I'll just give you one. And he proceeds to pull out this teardrop-shaped ball, which is fairly round and fat towards the end, with a long, skinny neck that's corked off. The bottle itself is a fairly mid-tone green glass, but inside there seems to be an even darker green liquid within. And on the label,
That's not what rye whiskey looks like at all.
I'm being thematic here. With what appears to be a golden hue liquid, but with the glass it looks green from the outside. And on the label itself, it simply says Erevan Breweries.
I thank you for this.
Mickey, I know your story somewhat well, and the amount of shit you went through, you need this. Just don't drink it all in one sitting.
Drinks it all in one sitting.
After a bit, Estrella kind of followed the sounds of them, and she's holding up the other scrolls. Alright, so I got the one that we need that has all that information. She places them on the table for Michaeleen's friend. I kind of accidentally forgot his name. I organized them from you.
Clan.
Yeah, so she places them, the other scrolls, in front of Aldir. I organized them from in alphabetical order, from least important to what seems to be of greatest importance. I'm
Cool word,
sorry.
ain't ya?
I like words.
She's
Well,
like
it's
a,
Words.
she's like a vampire. Just throw a couple books on the ground, and she'll have to organize them by alphabet.
At that, Estrella kind of ruffles up Michaeleen, saying, "I'm not a vampire. I'm a harpy. There's a difference."
Polly want a cracker?
Well then.
I mean, both of you go for the heart.
Anyways. Well,
I'm not a parrot.
well, if you ever are looking for work and stuff and don't want to travel around with this particular interesting lot, I'm always looking for an extra set of hands to run the shop. As he gives a bit of a coy, somewhat flirtatious smile.
Estrella kind of gets a little pink in the cheeks, just a little bit. She's not used to being flirted with. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Where are my eyes?
In your skull?
I would
No, my
hope.
eyes.
Oh. Your second pair of eyes.
The eye enhancers.
His old man
The eyes.
Hey, my glasses
His
make me look like a
fourth
fat
eyes.
Markiplier.
Nate, do you wear bifocals?
No. Literally,
Well.
they're essentially just things that prevent my astigmatism from getting worse. I have 20/20 vision. Just when I get a headache, I usually have to put them on.
Interesting. I take mine off when I get a headache.
Because my ocular migraines mixed with my astigmatism gives me fucking
That's
migraines.
just the light I'm using.
Anyways,
Well, it
so,
just makes them worse.
everyone sits back.
I have a question
Yes?
regarding the placement of where everyone else is. I don't think we're all together in a big group right now, are we?
Yeah, so
Nope.
essentially,
I feel like fucking Velma right now.
Okay.
I think the idea right now is essentially the people that need to go down, Estrella, Michaeleen, they went down, everyone else just stayed on the ship.
All right. Thank you.
Just to make things a little bit easier. So Michaeleen and Estrella, you proceed to make your way back to the skiff and then back to the ship. And well, what do you do?
Drugs.
Estrella is holding the scroll with the information that they need involving Kazex.
So, Michaeleen.
She's following Michaeleen.
Well, what's everybody else doing?
I can say for certain, Eiko's kind of pacing, I guess, around the ship a little nervously.
Do you feel like something's off?
Not that something's off. It's more like something's missing.
Well, Abe is going to be in the helm, charting a course to get to the next pit.
Mm-hmm. And you end up charting the course. Yeah. So I think above board, I think the way it's gonna pan out is essentially I'm gonna go through everyone, do the thing, and then we're all you guys are gonna end up in the helm right as Dare's like almost like finishing the calculations for the route. Sound good?
Right. Well, what Michaeleen is currently doing is he needs to go and do something he should have done a little bit ago. He's gonna go and move the little tree sproutling into a bigger pot. And you know what I'm talking about, the tree thing? The apple?
Yep. You proceed to head to the
greenhouse.
Yeah, anyway. Sorry, Nate.
Are you all here tonight, dude?
just kind of split up with people. Again, sneaky notes. People are passing me little notes under the table at the moment. Anyway. So. So then, you proceed to the greenhouse and make your way in. As you are about to touch the doorknob, at least, your tattoo begins kind of lighting up with a pulsating, like, feeling. It starts off slow, almost like a slow pain, but as you kind of get closer to the door, it kind of picks up a little bit.
What is happening? I open the door and I
Walk in.
I walk in and I look for the pot that I made that I planted Milia's apple in.
So, as you see and stuff and look at the plant, you can actually see that the soil itself, with a layer of moss over the top, is actually doing a similar waving motion over the top, and the moss is physically moving, as the plant itself almost seems like you can, if you look at it, you can almost see like faint green light going from like the soil up and then through the leaves, and the leaves are waving out. At least, like, you can feel something's about to happen and stuff. So you decide to move the pot quickly into a larger pot.
Yeah, and once I do move it into a larger pot, I start imbuing the soil around where its roots are with my own energy from what?
So I'm going to say this. You proceed to move the pot over a larger pot. At least I'm going to say the pot's halfway filled with soil because you were kind of prepping for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the second you barely move over the pot and stuff, it starts vibrating and stuff, and it kind of slips out of your fingers and into the bigger pot. And then all of a sudden, a massive burst of growth happens as roots poke through the pot you made as a child and proceed to fill the inside of this one. And it almost kind of shoots up into a young sproutling about yay big.
Michaeleen is just going to stare at it in awe and sort of a tear's gonna roll down his cheek.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna actually go over and hug the tree.
Well, sapling and stuff. So you hug around the pot. So, one thing you do notice as you kind of pick yourself up from the hug is you notice two tiny little black leaves and stuff resting on the new bed of moss in this larger pot. Of these, you recognize them as like the two little sprout leaves that were shedded from when it did the big.
Can I take those and
Eat them? Go.
eat them?
Yeah.
This isn't Dungeon Meshy. This isn't Dungeon Meshy.
Why
if you
does
gave-
Dare look like the biggest fucking emo I've ever seen?
Now, if you give them to Estrella would use them. Estrella would use them to make a nest for the rock egg, which she's currently incubating.
You're not sure.
She's incubating the egg.
Okay.
Air quotes, egg.
It is an egg.
Anyway, what can I examine them? Like, what are they? Have they become like petrified or something?
They are a little bit more brittle, and they didn't curl up like most leaves when they die. They just kind of fell off and then just turned black.
Would I know what that means? Like, what are these good for? Like, obviously you brought my attention to it. Now, what the fuck am I supposed to do with them?
Hold on to them.
Eat them, suck on them, use them for embroidery, whatever you want.
Make
like
them
baby
into
photos.
tea.
It's like baby photos.
Do you
baby
think that if I give them to Azzy, she could transmute them into some kind of metal and they could act as sort of the cross guard for the dagger?
At most, the leaves are not big enough for that, but at most they would. She could put them into like some metal work and do like something for the pommel, like for the thing itself. So you have the blade guard that's like that, and they could be something like that. Kind of.
That, or she uses them in I don't know. I tonight I'm not very creative. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're tired. So
Creativity is overrated.
up and stuff and cherishing them, and just proceed to pull them in a little piece of cloth and then in your back pocket for later.
Well, no, I wouldn't put them in my back pocket because then if I sat down, they'd be crushed. I'd take them gingerly and put them in my room.
You stash them somewhere. So
Yes.
next person up, Eiko.
Well,
Where are you at?
is there anybody near around Eiko by chance?
Where is Eiko?
He's sort of pacing around the ship nervously.
What deck?
He's on the
In
poop
the
deck.
library?
There's
I
multiple.
wouldn't say in the library. I guess more around where sleeping quarters would be.
Sitting quarters? Okay.
Second sub-level.
Yeah. And what he's mostly concerned about, I will say this, is that he hasn't heard back when he initially sent his letter. He hasn't heard back yet.
How long
From-
ago did he send his letter?
He sent it when you guys were in Kaila.
Are we still having goblins as fucking just launched out of cannons for delivery boys?
That's express service. He went with the normal system.
Well, that's why you haven't gotten anything back. It ain't even there yet.
It's taken a while.
I knew I should have paid.
Kyla,
for the express.
how long ago has it been since Kyla?
Like at least 2
Be a
months.
while.
Wait, it's
Oh,
been 2
in
months.
that case, no, yeah. He should have heard back. If she would have even wanted to talk with him. He's kind of just anxiously walking around, processing. He's not really looking where he's going. It's more of like it's a large scale stim, if you may.
Like he's set on a track in his mind where he's basically
Yeah.
going back and forth.
It's not particularly a state you would normally see Eiko in, I can tell you that.
He's worried.
Oh, well, not just that, but he's kind of grieving at the same time. He hasn't heard back from his daughter. Either she's moved on or
Something happened.
resentment.
Becky, what are the two kobolds doing?
Running around, looking at everything. I have no idea where they are.
Damn it, please don't break anything.
What does this do? Pulls out the main.
They're
power
giving
core.
themselves their own guided tour.
Okay.
I believe they have at least one Odon with them, just following them.
Trying to.
At least
Yeah,
trying to. I mean, they've already tried to skitter through the vents. Like, there's no helping.
That's pretty sus of you.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Everybody-
You take
Damn
both
it.
points of damage
So
for
both
that.
of you attempted this. The vents are just barely big enough and stuff that you can get the top, like both of you can get your top halves in and stuff, but they're just tight enough and stuff you can't get your butt past them.
Now you're just kobold
That's
to a
unfortunate.
wall.
Half
We've
a
seen
kobold
this
in the wall.
Am I within proximity to see this as I'm pacing around?
You might hear them in the background going,
And you hear the scratches of their claws on the floor.
yeah, just
I
fucking.
think this would be enough to snap Eiko out of it if he can like follow and go over to the sound.
Okay, who's attempting to crawl through the vent this time? Renlo
It is
or
Retlo. Retlo is in the vent, and Reyna is outside watching him, hands on her hips, like you're a fucking idiot. Just watching him like try to get out himself.
Yeah, honestly, the way I kind of see the scenes is like she begins hearing someone walking down, like they already lost the Odon, and so they hear someone walking down. Her proceeds grabbing on his tail and starts yanking it out.
It's like, you
Okay.
vent now, and Retlo's just like, what's going on? What? Get me out! Yeah. And it's just squabbling back and forth. Yeah. This is too big.
All of a sudden and stuff. Eiko, you barely cross us into line of sight of these two little goobers, where it says all of a sudden stuff. You hear a very loud popping sound, and as Renlo comes flying out backwards from the thing and stuff, proceeds to smack against the wall before sliding down on his ass, sitting on his ass.
Eiko sort of just he as he walks in, he sort of just gives that like squinty old man stare, like,
were you trying to get in to a vent?
What's it to you?
He's just gonna cast Shrink on you.
Off.
Retlo just kind of like sits up, like obviously in pain, looks up at Eiko like, what's it to you? Maybe. Don't sue me.
His sister.
I mean, it's not
Reyna
my
just
ship.
like, I'm so sorry for interrupting.
I'm not going to say anything. Not my ship.
I like you.
Is like the vent grate still there?
So the vent's kind of up off the ground and stuff, like maybe like 2 inches underneath the ceiling. Underneath the ceiling and stuff, but the grate's like on the floor.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm just gonna like kind of this like translucent blue sort of just claw just emerges from Eiko's wrist, from his left hand, and sort of just glides over, picks it up, and
All of a sudden, the little screw is now on the ground. Well, Pasito.
Retlo elbows Reyna really hard, goes, he's useful. Yeah, that's fucking useful. I didn't want to get back up there. That's what I'm saying.
Why exactly were you going into? Why were you going into the first place?
Wanted to see if I could. Basically.
Above board, I heavily recommend against that.
You know what? I somewhat respect that.
Yeah, we like him. Yeah, we like him.
Weren't both of you one person earlier? I'm still kind of wrapping my head around this old man processing and whatnot, but...
Oh, yeah, we were one person. Magic-y stuff happened. We fused. And we can unfuse items at will.
Stuff you say.
To demonstrate the whole fusing thing by fusing and unfusing a few times.
Yeah, it's like, they're like fucking slapping each other and swishing together and then popping apart and then definitely sibling squabble, like wrestling, if that makes sense, and fusing and unfusing for a second.
While they're fused, are they like one of them? One arm has the neck like this, while the other one is like punching the gut.
It's weird because when they're fused, they kind of just sit still, like, what?
If I hit you, it hurts.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I here now? Oh.
Like, Reyna, just for like a split second, smacks her brother in the back of the head.
Ow.
Pop, and then put together, and then Rainlow's just like, can't hit myself.
So how long have you exactly been able to do this? Is there any... You fascinate me.
Rainlow, because they are together now, they just kind of stayed stuck together this time. Rainlow just kind of looks at a fake like timetable watch that's literally like not there. Rainlow's like,
It's just drawn on her wrist.
Well,
On their
it's
armor.
been like 15 years, give or take.
$15 for a is like
You wouldn't mind if by any chance I study this phenomenon, would you?
I'm not a lab rat. People tried to make me a lab rat. You can fight me to the death. I'm not.
I'm not a scientist. I'm an old man.
You're on thin fucking ice. But yeah, we're fine with that.
Eiko kind of nods and just like,
I think I like you a little more than the other people on here.
Oh, just full glass, full down. You're on thin fucking ice there, old man.
Kain, for some reason, has the urge to say, "Fuck you, Eiko!" So the whole ship hears it.
like he just hears that, and Eiko just like
Just
like,
on the
hearing
intercom.
on the intercom,
Eiko,
sort
go
of just-
fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what Kain's gonna do. Fuck you, Eiko!
Okay,
and
so
Rainlow's just gonna like look around like,
What the fuck was that?
No, it's the voice of an
God.
asshole.
Oh no, I figured. My goddess is so much nicer.
Wish mine would be treating me a little nicer myself. So, for 15 years, you've been able to fuse... So, you're about 30-ish, you said?
I'm 20. Well, yeah, 27, 30, give or take. Sometimes it's hard to kind of tell when you're out and about.
Oh, does your
Without-
age split up when you split up, or is it
Oh,
when you
no,
combine together?
No, we were born at the same time. No, we're not children.
Don't take offense, but you had me confused for a little second there.
Understandable. We're kind of confusing in the first place.
I don't believe I've ever met persons like you before.
That works.
Ain't never had a friend like me.
You can call us whatever you want. He, she, it, stupid. One of the two.
pudding.
Boy.
bitch.
Fucking morons.
Thing one, thing
That's
two.
not very nice.
Tweedledee and
Moron.
Tweedledum.
They mean well. They have good qualities.
Tweedledee and Tweedle dipshit. Whichever.
They mean
You know what? I like that. Fucking dipshits.
Tweedledee and Tweedle dipshit.
So then, the conversation continues with Ducky. Continue and
Be right
for
back.
Renlo. And Eiko.
I mean, there's not really much else I guess I have to ask other than
You want to go to the library? I just want to take a quick look at the actual magical process and see what I can... I just want to know what the actual magic you use that...
You see Rainlow's eyes like pop open, kind of like excited, and then they
We
pop
don't use
back apart.
magic for that.
And they pop back apart, and Retlo goes,
Books. Books. I love books. Bring me to the books.
and Raina's just like,
You're
What
such
have you
a
done?
fucking nerd.
She's the paladin, right?
yes.
Makes
Raina
sense.
is the paladin, and
Fucking-
Retlo is the cleric.
Fucking nerd.
He indeed is.
Well, the nerds are the majority in this situation, so to us, you're the nerd.
You can fight me, old man.
When the nerds call you a nerd.
Eiko just hears that, and then his like eyes light up.
He's like, I haven't killed a kobold yet, but I will gladly.
You remind me of me.
You remind me of a shadowy bastard.
You know, I don't know what drew you or brought you over to here, but something tells me things are getting a little better for me.
Hey, you have new adopted children.
You're mine.
You're mine. And Eiko just starts heading to the library.
And Retlo and Reyna just kind of like skitter behind you. You can hear their like claws hitting the metal or whatever they're fucking. And then Retlo's like,
How many books do you think they have?
and Reyna's like,
At least 10. At very least
They're
10.
gonna shit themselves.
Yeah,
You're about to
Eiko
shit
just
yourself
looks
with
over to them and is
CBO.
like,
You are going to shit yourselves.
There's well over probably 1,000.
Retlo's about to actually explode, I think.
He's gonna bust.
Probably.
That's what's gonna
He's
happen.
going to just fucking combust.
he just
right.
vibrates and then just.
Let's get through this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
It's a good jump off point. The fact that these two are going to the library, that I think we can focus on other people.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
Perfect
see
fit out for
Redlaw
mine.
explode. That's what I want to see that and then continue.
Really quick, I just have to add this note. I don't know, you guys can't see her, but Athena is still in a cone. She keeps banging the cone up against my bed, trying to get it off.
Well, that's pretty freaky.
Hi, Athena. Come here.
All right, he did it. He did it.
Not in the context of the campaign, though. Haven't done it in the context of the campaign. Just wanted to get that one out.
And
Still in a cone.
technically, though I said anything to mention Freaky Bilbo.
Oh, you did. You subtract 10 health to you permanently.
Yes,
I'm
10
not-
health
I-
for God.
10
health from God. What is that? A puddle?
Dude, I literally had to go to the bathroom. You didn't need to mention me all those times. I literally said, be right back.
You didn't.
Oh, we
You didn't
didn't.
mention
Didn't?
you.
No.
Salt
but
did.
the Sasquatch did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Look in the chat.
Again, I was just trying not to break the flow and stuff.
Literally said, be right back. And like
We did not hear
Estrella,
that.
I'll make sure to shout it next time. But Estrella, after Estrella's basically in her bedroom incubating the rock egg, so if anyone wants to see her, she's also writing in her journal.
Well,
I wish to
it
be a
is-
bad influence for the child.
anyway, so above,
Don't do that, Kain!
says
we
kind of
agree.
above board, we're kind of shifting through characters at the moment, and currently the camera is on you. So what are you doing specifically? Why are you notating down? What is your character doing besides incubating an egg?
Again, writing in her journal about the information that they acquired about Renlo and Rena and Retlo, sipping some tea and just keeping egg safe and warm on her bosom. Sometimes her door's slightly ajar. Is that a Monster? Red Bull? Rockstar? What is that?
Monster.
Is that puro?
Okay, hang on a sec. I need some of that.
This is mine. I paid for it.
Better have some, you dick.
Let her have a sip.
She's coming to get some, whether you like it or not. We're about to
I know
see
you let
in
her
a
do it
moment.
by choice.
It's yummy beer. I'm saving up all my money for my birthday, so. Thank you.
No. Just
And
take a
also
handful of that shit with you.
Take it and
Children,
run.
please.
Take it and run. What's with the moons? I'm confused.
Their eyes and a mouth.
Oh.
And look at what's above it.
Gun.
That is good stuff. Good beer. So yeah, Estrella's door is slightly ajar. If people wanted to visit her, that's where she is. Just writing, taking down notes, incubating the book.
Alright, camera pans to the bridge, zooms in from the outside in, and we see Abe, looking at the map, plotting a course. Abe, you are getting to the point where you're nearly done with the calculations. You ask Kain if he can call people to the bridge.
Kain, could you call everyone to the bridge? I'm pretty much done here.
A bad idea, but sure. Hello, assholes. I need you to the bridge, please.
Oh, God.
Captain's orders.
Fuck you.
As all of a sudden stuff of the sounds or whatever noises were, Dale gets overrun by the sound of Kain's voice on the loudspeakers.
I really should have thought this through.
The captain sometimes does not have a brain.
Go fuck yourself.
Nah, I'll just go. What's your name, Eris? I'll just go find Eris.
Estrella.
No, not you. I'm talking about Eris, the werewolf.
I'm sure Miss Valheim doesn't want anything more to do with you.
But she absolutely loves me, that guy.
Because werewolf.
Mother, sorry. Mother, sorry. Mother, sorry.
She is 89 years old.
Mommy?
And I'm 400.
Now, what do we do when we see an intimidating werewolf woman? Scream?
Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Scream?
Mommy? Oh, my bad. It's... Mommy.
Yo! Horny bastards!
Mommy, sorry, Mommy, sorry,
Look, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to call you Mommy, but oh God, I'm just, Mommy. I'm so sorry.
Can we get back to the fucking campaign?
Yeah, it's going on 1 o'clock.
Yes, Daddy.
Not even started.
I don't have to do this.
The important shit.
Okay.
We don't have to do this.
No more shenanigans. So, party proceeds to all filter into the thing and walk around the map table and stuff as Kain starts pointing out the route. Everyone above board, everyone head to the map table and click on the most recent image, or Dare, you can share your screen and go over.
Yeah, just have one person stream it would be easy.
Okay.
You can whistle that tune.
Eiko as he walks in, just looks over at Kain. Kain, good to see you. You look like shit.
You look like you're on your deathbed as usual.
But at least when I die, I won't have to be tolerating your bullshit anymore. I won't die.
Where are we right now?
We are currently close to about here. We're going to be charting the course to go around the mountains, head down this way towards the actual. Fuck off! God damn it!
You
Dare, is this your first day speaking?
Anyways, we're gonna go around the mountains and go down towards the pit. If you guys wanted to stop either here or here, go fuck yourself. We're not doing it.
Why don't we go right over the mountain?
Hey, question, do you feel the need to be particularly vulgar today? Why, if we're not going the other way, then you could just say that.
Estrella, you make a very good
Middleman make brain go brr.
It's
Are
been
you going to swear at me?
No, it's just been a long night.
Fair enough. This adventure's been wearing on everyone's nerves, I understand.
No, but to be honest, if anyone does want to make a stop for any reason, let me know. I'd be happy to stop. I have made them not too far out of our way. That way, if we do need to stop at all, we can if we want to. But I would prefer if we could just kind of get there as fast as possible.
I
And
think we should be fine.
with the speed you took from Kaidala to where you are now, or from the pit to Kaidala, you can essentially make this journey in about maybe 5 days' time. 4 to 3 if you push it.
So, with this journey, it will take a couple days. So you do have free reign about the ship. Obviously, you know that. Take your time, practice what you need to do. We're going to be here for a little bit.
I'm going to take a nap on the crow's nest.
Estrella decides to resume journaling above deck, and she has the egg nice and nestled, all safe.
He's in her tatas.
Have you, Estrella? I've been meaning to ask. Have you noticed has there been any noticeable change to the specimen as of yet?
Not yet, but I've been making sure that if I'm not incubating it personally, then I make sure it has a nice little nest, and I tuck it in. I kind of made it a blanket out of one of my handkerchiefs, and I'm excited for when it hatches.
I'm worried for when it hatches. I'll at least be honest about that.
What do you think it's going to hatch into?
A demon.
Something with a lot of magic, I'll tell you that.
Well, maybe. I mean, all of us have a little magic in us here and there.
Oh, I have a lot of magic in me.
Well,
when I put my blood in there, my magic got into there.
I
have a
know.
lot of magic.
I know, but
I can make magic happen.
And Estrella looks down, sees Renlo. It's like, oh, hi, Renlo.
Renlo's looking at it like food. Tries to bite the fucking rock.
No.
Rainbow,
Rocking is literally
involved.
Renlo is literally resting. It's like, yeah.
Can I make dinner?
Sure. By the way,
that's probably smart.
Seeing Renlo's grabby fingers, Estrella kind of places her hands on top.
I can't hear salt.
Okay. Ducky, your character or characters are looking at the stone that Estrella has. It looks like the biggest, fattest ruby that you have ever seen in your life. You want to add it to your collection badly.
I thought it was golden.
Like clear. I thought it was clear quartz. Maybe it's turned ruby over the course of being incubated.
Oh, it was ruby the entire time.
Huh.
Oh, I thought I remember.
It's just a little bit clearer. That way you can see what's inside.
Yeah. Estrella notices Renlo's staring and grabbing.
Renlo is staring, and their fingers are twitching right now.
Estrella notices the twitchy,
like little velociraptor hands. Like,
yeah, she notices the twitchy fingers, and she just kind of places both hands on top of the.
They were like that. Like that. Yeah. They weren't like this. They were like.
Anyway, when people are done interrupting me because I love being interrupted.
Hi, sorry.
But Estrella noticing how Renlo's staring and noticing the twitchy, grabby McFingers, she kind of gently places both hands on top of it. It's like, I know it looks like a rock, and it kind of is, but it's also an egg. And it's very special to me.
Shiny?
It is very shiny, but...
So, what's the worth on that? You know, what's the deal with this thing?
Essentially, it was made when all of us, before you came along, we made a sort of very special promise bond, and, well, we also did a blood oath to signify this promise that we're not going to break, and it ended up, for some reason, turning into this rock egg. But there's something inside of it, she said, kind of slowly revealing it, and I'm trying to hatch it. Because
Soul baby, got you. Okay.
Kain is going to stare into the souls of Rainlow and the both of them. Touch the egg, I touch you.
Promise?
She's freaky!
All you on that, flat to your face.
She's freaky!
I've
He's
got
just
something.
gonna have tendrils come out of his back and get really sharp.
Okay, let's not.
All right. Shit.
If you
Listen
promise,
up.
after a little bit, after a few weeks or a few months,
Yes. Pokes the rock.
Can I touch it?
if you, Estrella, you must promise to be very careful with it. Don't poke it too hard, she says as she's holding egg still close to bosom, but she has uncovered it a little bit so that way Renlo can give it a tappy tap, but
Yoink.
like hand stretched out all the way up, curving to kind of touch like one claw, like pokes at it. Flicks the fucking claws on it like tippy tappies.
Dex check, please.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my shit.
You trying to steal it?
No!
Abe is currently
Never.
securing a connection with Nodo.
I just explained it is an egg and I'm trying to
No,
incubate.
don't prepare the medical bay.
It's very special to me. Please don't try and steal it, please.
I need to show
That's a
Renlo.
17, by the way.
Oh, that's nothing. My dex
No,
is
not the
way
behemoth.
better.
No.
I need to show Renlo the behemoth.
Let's
Renlo can
not.
have that.
Let's not.
Probably. Yeah.
You realize what'll happen if Renlo knows what you produce?
The behemoth will be stolen, and you will be eating sodium for the next 5 years.
I'm not trying to steal it, by the way. Renlo is not trying to steal it. Renlo just likes the texture and wants to tippy tap it.
Well, then a dex check isn't needed because the DM was trying to make you steal it.
Oh, Renlo's a thief, but not like
Not
a thief to perceived friends.
Estrella just
gonna
explained
look
that this
at.
is essentially something she's trying to hatch. It's essentially
Yeah.
her baby.
That's a baby. Renlo came from an egg. So like
Abe is
egg
gonna
stealing is just particularly mean.
Abe is gonna look over his shoulder at everyone. Is this a particular conversation that you need to have here?
Yes,
Sorry.
Renlo. If you think that's particularly large and shiny, let me show you something.
Oh god.
Immaculate.
Follow me to my. Follow me to
It's my man.
Eiko reaches into his robes and pulls out
Pulls
a
out his
fairly large, fairly shiny, very crystalline gemstone.
Renlo just like looks at it.
grabs it and bites it.
It's literally squawks in excitement, like, and like reaches for it, just like grabby hands, baby mode, reaches for the shiny.
Oh, Eiko hands it over.
He doesn't want the behemoth any more than he.
It's like an old man giving the baby a piece of candy.
Literally.
Think about it. This is kind of gross.
Hold on,
Eiko,
hold
where's
on.
your white
I haven't
gun?
even explained yet. Let me explain when it's time.
Essentially something that sized.
Yeah.
I thought,
Let
but sharp.
let Renlo have their moment with it.
Okay, so Renlo crouches and like kind of like hunches and like turns it into the light and stuff, and like puts down one of their like sunglasses and turns it, and it like puts down a couple of the fucking like other like lenses and stuff, and like turns it up to the light, and it's like, oh.
Eiko's gonna bend down.
Mute.
Eiko's gonna bend down to Renlo, kind of like get a little close to one of their ears and be like, "That's one of my kidney stones.
I'm gonna take your fucking kidneys, old man.
Clearly, they're fucking gold factories.
Sleep with one eye open, old man, because your kidneys are mine.
Your kidneys are mine, old man.
Hypothetically, could you use
can make a fucking
greater
killing off of
healing
this,
magic
right?
to heal missing kidneys?
You can heal the wound, but you cannot replace the kidney.
Eiko, like an immediate thought. What Eiko was thinking was that they were gonna get grossed out and immediately drop it. But now that with hearing Renlo's
He's concerned.
you know, right, like
Renlo's instant capitalist mind.
He's not even sure how he's doing it or how it's even remotely possible for him. But like a little bit of sweat goes down.
Oh shit.
Abe feels the resonance of another capitalist.
Meanwhile, Renlo just casually keeps pumping Eiko full of energy drinks and other things that are bad for kidneys. That way he
gives so many fucking little snacks.
I sense another capitalist in my midst.
Okay. I'm going to say this scene, and we're going to move forward. So then.
Yeah, we need to move forward. It's already 1 o'clock.
Jesus.
It's going to be a late night. I hope y'all are prepared.
Oh boy.
So,
I gotta get on a flight tomorrow or today.
Stop the map. Okay. Looking at the map. Hey, what's your character doing? Still looking at the map, yes?
Well, no, he's setting up the connection to Nodo.
Sure, you're setting that up. With the new Kobold's comment, you you pick your head up for a moment and look around and stuff. As you feel some of a disturbance and stuff, your coin purse feels a little bit lighter now, for some reason.
What the hell just happened?
Feel a disturbance in the force.
I sense that I'm missing some money.
Anyway, the next few days go by. 3 days have passed. As everyone is doing various things, Nate and Kain and Abe are on the main deck talking and walking a little bit. Kain is doing a little bit of training with his sword. Or what is Kain doing?
He'll be swinging around his sword, testing some new things out, swinging it around with his tendrils after they absorb it, you know. Testing some funky things.
Okay. Rest of the party, where are you at?
Estrella is back in her room and she's putting the egg down in its nest, tucking it in, giving it a kiss. Yes, good night, before she goes to rejoin the rest of the party.
Michaeleen is currently...
Wait, hypothetically, he made food, so do we get bonuses?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, just for right now, with the 3 days that passed, food was eaten and consumed, buffs were gained and lost.
Okay, bullshit. Okay. So,
I'm just moving.
If you remember last session, Michaeleen slit the throat of that bugbear guard. Now, because he was working for scumbags who were, just taking kids, he figured this guy's a monster, right? And so he didn't really think he's okay with killing those kinds of people, but I'm just saying that right now Michaeleen is kind of nursing that sort of thing with some drink.
Okay. In your room or like in the canteen?
In the canteen.
Okay.
Just sipping from a flask.
He's like, damn, it's gotten a lot easier for me to kill people.
Yeah.
Just a little thing I can see. I can see Retlo and Reyna working together, carrying a giant silver tray full to the brim with food. As they walk over to it, they put on top of the table, then fuse together and proceed to sit down and just...
Oh yeah, feral eating.
Little bits of food, fries, chicken bones.
Oh no, they waste nothing. There is no bits flying. They are scarfing.
No. Bits fly, another hand goes out and catches the bit.
Yes, slightly, ever so slightly unfused, just so that another hand can grab said bit.
So, you know that they only have like 2 hands in this mode, but for some reason it almost looks like they have 4 in usage at the moment.
Would Michaeleen have made this food?
Well, most of it, yes. There are some bits like bread, cheese that they just toss together.
Okay. I'm going to say what's on the menu. What's on the menu is pork sirloin and mashed potatoes with gravy, some cranberry sauce and whatnot and stuff like that.
Wait a minute, I just realized something.
What?
Michaeleen's just a big version of the cats from fucking Monster Hunter.
You just now got that?
Yes. That
How
just
so?
He's a monster hunter, he's a cat, and he's a chef.
You were a
just
Palico
clicked.
all along.
Little obvious there.
It just clicked, okay?
On the nose.
Oh,
The only reason I remembered they exist is because I saw my brother-in-law playing Monster Hunter the other day.
Oh my god.
It would have taken me like maybe 2 other seconds for me to fucking put that together because I religiously play Monster Hunter.
Monsters Wild 8 days.
So what kind of stats does she get from this? Like, can I roll to see how well I cooked the food?
Right now, I would normally give you the cooking benefits and stuff. Just right now, we just need to move on.
Okay, fine.
Just say something. Just give them some bonus.
She feels
They're gonna need it.
She feels
Plus 10 temp HP.
Because the sheer amount she ate.
One moment.
That's 100.
Sure. I'll make it 10. So, with the sheer volume of food you ate, all the benefits kind of mold together, and the only one that really sticked was additional temp HP. So then, that is that.
Ding ding ding.
Kain, where are you? No, not Kain. Eiko, where are you?
Eiko is probably in the study library again, writing another
Is your nose
letter.
bleeding, dude?
Me?
You just got like a red. It looked like your nose might be bleeding.
My face is very red. Eiko is writing another letter to his daughter.
So,
Maybe a little more remorseful. I'll write it out to you and send it to you.
sure. With
But
everyone is doing their own thing, from eating drink, writing a letter, to sipping on brandy, nursing some particular thoughts, warming an egg, and on the main deck, visiting with your brother and training.
Well, Estrella just put the egg in the nest for a little bit, and she kind of is sitting beside Michaeleen.
And team.
How's
you're
your-
also here?
Yeah,
Okay.
literally said that she put the egg down for nesty time.
And went to the rest of the party.
Yeah. How's your sapling doing?
It's grown into quite the tree already. It reminds me so much of her.
Drinks a
Estrella
little
gives
bit more from his flask.
Estrella gives him a gentle, comforting nudge.
So, everyone is doing their own business upon the ship, from writing a letter to being in the mess hall enjoying food, nursing a thought with a little drink, or visiting with a friend. Training on the deck with new moves, or walking while visiting with your brother. a strange moment of peace for the party that you guys have not had in a long time. I mean, it almost feels nice, just that nothing is happening. As the camera pans back to Abe and Kain on the deck. And Kain, you're trying out a new move that you just landed perfectly for the first time. After trying it feeling really good. But all of a sudden, you're getting a bit of a gut feeling. All of a sudden, after perfectly landing it, and it took you about like a dozen attempts to land this move correctly. All of a sudden, you get a gut feeling and like almost a voice in the back of your head. Move. Seriously?
Well, he did.
Away.
Sorry, I'm trying to set the mood a little bit.
Set the mood.
Could be.
I'll set the mood.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you get this almost gut like your stomach turns for a second as you almost get a gut instinct and a voice in your head, probably from the parasite itself, telling you to move.
Kain steps back for some reason after feeling this.
Stuff. All of a sudden, on the bright sunny day, a shadow appears once where you were at and stuff, landing hard onto the deck. The entire ship burns, ends up pointing down about 20 feet. Everyone roll me dex checks.
Oh boy.
Oh, fun.
When this happens and stuff, do like a
15 plus 8.
A massive creaking and stuff with some whooshes.
15.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Succeed.
19.
23.
Succeed. What was that?
19.
Mike? Succeed.
21.
Estrella
Nick,
immediately going to protect the egg.
Who the fuck is Nick?
I've gotten a 19.
I got a
17.
23 altogether.
23. Okay. Everyone managed to succeed. Either these drink a little bit of food, goes fine and stuff.
Renlo's pissed.
So then, and Abe and Kain, you see a large armored individual floating above the deck. Toes, the tips of their boots come down to sharp points and stuff as they hover like mere inch above the board of the deck itself. Oh, as two large wings fold out from their back, with what looks like to be three long swords among them, among the blade-like individuals of the wings, as they have this armored helmet as they wear, with a simple cross and line down the middle. Nothing but golden light radiates from it, as a burning halo crowns their head.
Okay, so since the ship, like, full tilt, right? All of the guns on the, like, base level of the ship, all of them immediately turn towards the new humanoid figure, the new threat that just appeared on the bow. All of them just automatically turn towards that. Nodos, all of the Nodos, there's about 95 on the ship right now, all of them come up to the deck with their arms turning into guns, all aimed at this new threat.
This entity seems not to even acknowledge their existence, as they simply almost turn, and it feels unearthly, unmortal, as they just seem to turn in mid-space. As you see either vision, as the helmet slightly leans down, as you can see they turn their gaze onto you, Abe.
State your business here. You've obviously have the nerve to mess with my ship. What do you want?
Your eradication. As the creature proceeds to snap forward, almost in a blink of an eye and stuff, it appears in front of you, grabbing you by the throat and raising you up. And for the first time, you can feel the metal and both flesh in your neck proceed to get crushed little clicks and snaps as you feel its grip tighten around your throat.
I'm frightened.
Can the Nodos react?
Sure, they get a free round.
Okay. Well, the Nodos are
I
gonna
didn't
then.
know we were gonna fight a god today, but okay.
Neither did I.
Really, man? Right? Right?
So the Nodos are gonna then start shooting at the legs,
Bastard.
as are the guns on the bow.
This thing is floating in the air. You are off the ground. So all they can do is just light him up.
Then they're gonna light him up.
They're also gonna
Okay.
light you up as well.
Okay. How many Nodos? So
I'm a
what?
baby lizard.
98?
How many notices
There's
does it take to build a
95 currently on the ship. There would be 94 on the bow because one still needs to steer.
Okay. Make one attack, then times that by the number of Nodos.
Hold on.
That's a natural 20.
That's the hit. It succeeds.
Yes.
And
That's
it's
critical.
also a crit in combat. So
Unfortunately, the
I really
guns
need to
only do
pee.
They are
only
not
do
player
2d8.
characters. They are NPCs.
fuck.
Yeah, they don't get the same benefits.
So they don't crit.
No.
Only X.
Just no inspiration.
Damn. It's kind of hoping to get that inspiration.
Dude, that'll
Okay.
give you
100 fucking points of inspiration.
No, 94. All right.
How many do you already have?
I don't know, like 11.
That'd be the 100 that we'd need to summon the mini boss.
No, it would be a dungeon, and I do not have that prepped right now.
Oh God! All right. Well, let's see. That's 564 damage altogether. That's for the Nodos.
The guns, toss the guns on too.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I
if
don't
he
have a
says
problem.
something
You have a
not-
problem.
If he says something like, "Oh, it barely makes a scratch," I think I'm gonna fucking cry.
My brother.
That's 134.
Like my brother
know
in
what?
Christ, this is not going to work. I have a baby lizard.
Going to Orlando.
That's 697 damage altogether.
Baby lizard. Don't worry.
All the shots proceed to go towards this thing. All of a sudden, a few of the shots explode and start creating a bit of a cloud of smoke around this entity. Everyone, as this all happens and stuff, everyone from wherever you are at proceeds to make their way to the main deck and stuff. As you guys turn the corners and stuff and see, you just see this cloud of smoke and stuff as it dissipates. The entity still there holding Abe within its grasp.
Oh fuck!
All right.
Proceeds to slightly turn its head.
Kane's gonna charge.
Hammer time.
As Kain, as you proceed to charge this thing, feel free to roll an attack and describe how
He's using the same move he just got down.
Okay.
Can you get the arm that's holding me?
I'm gonna try. I'm not the best with this move yet, but we can certainly try.
The arm.
Does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Well,
fuck.
shit. He's gonna swing and just fucking miss.
As you proceed to swing and miss, the creature simply barely grabs you by the back of the wrist and stuff up, and for the briefest of second, picks you butt back in the air and just slams its palm into your hand and wait your turn. And in a clear, unemotional, mechanical voice as you get sent flying back. How long is the deck?
I'd say at least a full football field.
Yeah, as you get sent a football's length in distance, tearing through the Odons as you fly by. As your back hits against, leaving a dent within the building itself, you slide down a little bit, kind of slumped. All of a sudden, before you even have a chance to it flicks its wrist, and two of the swords from its wings fly off, nailing you in both of your shoulders. Two sickening, loud thuds as you get pinned against the building.
Oh boy.
Fear.
Fear.
First of all, Michaeleen is going to make his way over to the forge and see if Azzy has finished making my weapon.
Oh, yeah. The ship's currently attacked by a celestial being.
Hey, you finished my weapon?
No,
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. Like, please tell me you finished this thing.
Side eye. Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive
Do you ever
side
get the
eye.
stat line up for it? I'm being genuine, Michaeleen. Did we ever get that lined out?
What? Oh, the stats for it? I don't think we did get the stats for it. Fuck.
Definitely not.
She did not get the weapon finished yet.
Okay, well,
Eiko's going to start stepping forward, and he's going to
retcon that. I guess instead of that, I'm gonna start boosting my speed right now. I'm going to cast Longstrider upon myself.
So you proceed to take your full turn, and you see this thing in the distance. You proceed to start boosting yourself with all your speed stuff. That's gonna be your turn. Ern is just preparing for this.
My God.
And
So, what part are we like opposite of this creature?
You're all
On the
currently all at the mid deck by the helm. This thing is at the bow, holding me by the throat. Thank you very much.
By the way, with an army of Odons essentially in front of you guys, with a straight pathway through the dead center and stuff that Kain just made with his body.
Yeah, thanks for destroying all those Odons, by the way.
You're welcome. I definitely meant to do that.
Bastard.
Wasn't like I was throwing or anything. Where the fuck are my dice?
You gonna pay me back for those? I hope so.
No.
Fuck you.
Family doesn't pay family.
That's fucked up, man.
Its gaze, Abe, its gaze is still solidly on you. It's not even looking and stuff. It made a singular motion and stuff for its hand and stuff when two of the blades fell off. It proceeds to adjust its wrist and proceed to flick out a second time. But this time, three of the four remaining blades. It proceed to fly off. They fly through your legion of Odons, faster than the wind.
Okay. Look, I got a lot of plans with this character. Please don't kill me.
Honestly, you deserve it at this point.
No.
Don't.
Don't worry, you can come back as a revenant.
So then, the three swords proceed to whip through your army, slicing all the Odons to bits. Nothing but metal chunks at the end of it.
Oh, shit.
Two of the blades proceed to return back to his wings. One blade remained, proceeding to cut the barrels of all guns that were fired at him.
May I try something?
Sure.
I'm going to draw I'm going to draw my blue dragon blade. I'm going to hit this thing with a thunderclap.
Please feel free to read what that does.
I can't because I don't have the access to the sheet at the moment.
Oh, okay. I will pull that up.
Could you resend that because it was on your old?
Yes.
Thank you.
I still have his whole Discord added just because of the shit he sent me.
Yeah, as do I.
Wait, what has he sent you guys?
Fucking D&D shit.
Gosh,
Do you really want to know the answer to that question, Viking?
What?
Surprisingly, it's not porn.
Surprisingly.
Seriously?
Yes, it is 90% D&D shit.
I know for a fact that Elsa from Interspecies Reviewers is his waifu.
Who?
Well, I didn't need to know that.
I don't even know who that is.
Just watch Interspecies Reviewers.
I
It's
have. I
basically
don't remember who that
D&D,
is.
but bards.
I've seen it. I don't remember who that is.
Wait. What?
Oh wait,
What?
hold on. No, okay. Never mind. I can't say.
Never mind. He found porn.
Yep.
Thank you.
There you go. Let me know when you.
Hey, look at that! Natsu's stat sheet.
Fuck you. So.
Okay, not thunderclap. Damn, I meant to say something else. I'm going to do with lightning strike.
So is that the range?
Am I 30 feet within him?
You're a football's length away. You have to close
Football's length away. Shit.
So about 100 yards.
Yeah. Damn it. Damn.
About 300 feet. Hey, Abe.
Yeah.
How much HP do you have?
Quite a bit. Why?
I need to know real quick.
Okay, I know. I think I know.
Why?
I'm the DM. I need to know.
113 at the moment. Why?
113. Good.
Okay.
I don't. So a whole football field's away.
300 feet.
I'm not going to be able to do anything except move forward.
Wait, I thought we were halfway.
No,
Like in the middle.
No, you guys are basically near the main building section on top deck. And so
You're basically between the helm and the stern, or the bow and the stern, which is front and back of the ship. You're
I guess
closer
I'm
to
gonna
the
draw
stern.
my sword and start dashing towards him. I guess samurai style, just like.
Okay, sure.
There's not much I can do since I'm so fucking far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May have fucked myself there with the big ass ship.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually expend one of the charges on my rocket hammer to propel myself closer to like this thing. Which is that like a whole action?
I'm gonna say you take your dash action and then proceed to discharge and stuff. So feel free. What did I tell you and stuff for the distance for the rocket hammer?
You did not tell me a distance. Oh no, it's a D6 times
10, I think. Or 5.
No, I think it's a 5. Hold on, I don't know how to read my own handwriting. It's 5.
Okay.
Let me get a D6 out.
And you basically add that to the base. So add that to your 30 movement speed and then double it the entirety.
Okay. Let's see. 6 times 5. 30. So that'd be 60 feet of movement, and then you double that entirely.
Yeah, so 120 in total.
So it'd be a 120 in total. So I can. So how far is this thing? 300 feet?
300 feet.
Okay.
You're now 280 away from it.
Okay.
180.
So, right, you start booking and stuff. As you proceed to do a flip, you pull your hammer out. As you flip it around last second and then touch the trigger off as the hammer hits and then it launches, you get sent flying. You adjust your positioning and stuff so you're riding on top of the hammer and stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit. You will have to make a dex check before you land.
I got you. I can do that.
At least as you glide through the air. Estrella? Shush,
Yes.
wait your turn. Hush, Kain. What you doing? Ship's being attacked.
Well, it's a good thing I learned some new spells. Let's see. What would be nice to
Now
use?
you're 300 feet away from him.
Right.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm on this creature.
Is that within 300 feet? Spells.
Salt, am I gonna live?
First level?
When it gets back to my round, I'll get there and help you.
This is going to take up a lot of time, isn't it?
Second level.
Well,
yes, if need be, and you have to leave.
Bravo.
Hang on, cliffhanger. That
Uh,
way Eiko can sleep. Let us be considerate.
there's
Shall
something important that has to happen.
That's all right.
Plant it. So, bravo, sis. So then, you proceed to cast this.
That is 2d8 for bludgeoning and 4d6 cold.
Okay, then proceed to roll damage.
That's a d4. Oh, right, one more. There we go. All right. Oh, one of them fell. Reroll. Alrighty, 12. Oh, that's 3 6s. Okay. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 10, so 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 points of damage in total.
Okay. The creature proceeds to get pelted with the stone and ice. Ice still holding there, not even really acknowledging you. Simply holds out its mechanical hand. Snaps. All of a sudden, the weather immediately clears from the ice storm you just called in. And enough. Its voice, unemotional, no tone, very mechanical. Prostrate yourselves. As Eiko, Renlo, Michaeleen, and Estrella. All of a sudden, you get
I'm in the air.
your body almost gets forced, moves on its own accord and stuff as you proceed to all immediately.
I haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah.
Bullshit! I haven't done anything either. All I've done is
in the air.
myself.
You proceed to land and then face into the dirt.
Do I need to? Oh, okay. I was like, do I need to make a dex save to try to at least land on my knees instead of my face?
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ay, Dios mío.
All of us.
Yes. Only kobolds and stuff because they were moving in the air.
Yeah, because I fucking smacked on my face.
Salt, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked am I?
Going to Orlando.
Pretty fucked, I think.
I'm going to Orlando. I'm going to Orlando.
Salt, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked am I?
From a scale from 1 to 10, my friend, you're fucked.
Fuck.
You know,
Crying out
I
loud.
do.
Is there a
At
is there a
least want to get
saving throw we can do?
Will save, wisdom saving throw.
I looked at this for myself. There's no wisdom save.
Can I struggle?
There's no saving throw.
How dare you?
I'll let you guys make wisdom saves and stuff next when I get back to y'all. So
If you kill Abe, I swear.
Look, okay, look. I know.
He still needs to give me my stuff.
Look, I know I've done a bunch, okay? This is no reason to kill me.
Hey, you're kind of peeking your mic, bro.
Choking you by the throat. Oh, a sword pulls away from its wings and into its hand. And as it simply puts the edge of the blade to the side of your core and stuff, and proceeds to slowly insert it, cutting through the metal and steel of your body.
Stop. No.
Kain is going to
Do
like
this.
trying to get any swords out of him.
Horrified squawking.
Kain is going
Try and
to
make a wisdom saving throw.
struggle with everything he has.
Snapping the glass and metal as it proceeds to pry open your core.
No.
Okay.
We shouldn't have gone to that church.
Maybe not.
Kain, roll me a strength check.
Oh, look, it's the consequences of your actions.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. What's up? What's up?
A 20,
Wobbly bastards,
dirty
we're going
20.
for a baker's dozen!
Does a dirty 20 do anything?
Worth it!
Is there
Kain
anything
is
I can do?
struggling
I
with
don't even know what I'm
everything he has.
supposed to do.
Hold on, Kane's talking.
You start forcing it down and stuff. Being pinned and just seeing this and stuff, you begin getting flashbacks and stuff when you first entered the Shadow Realm itself. Flash moments of you running for your life and stuff, not being able to do anything. And going for a piece of food you thought would be able to grab, but then being knocked aside. I'd nearly killed in the process. As memories begin to start flashing back through your head and stuff. Bits of shadow begin to writhe and kind of start flickering off your shoulders. There's a little bit of movement with one of the swords and stuff on your right shoulder, but it's barely moving. Abe, the blade proceeds to twist a touch more. Yes, Eiko?
Oh, God.
Is there anything I can do? What
Not
can
yet,
I do?
no.
Is there anything any of us could do, please?
Guys, I think I'm about to die.
No, you can't kill him.
Can do nothing.
No, I'm going to use Thunderclap. I swear to fucking God, you're gonna give me a chance to actually use this fucking sword. I want to use the.
Oh, you'll have a
thing.
chance. Just wait.
Okay.
Eiko, you still down, white knuckling it at this point, trying to pick yourself up, but your body is almost like there's a boot on top of your head.
This is essentially a demigod attacking us.
Not a demigod. Not a demigod in the slightest.
Oh, I need to pray to my god. Hold on.
So,
please, my main bitch.
Its blade proceeds to twist a little bit more, as it finally, enough of the material gets back. It proceeds to let go of the sword, leaving it embedded inside you, as it proceeds to grab the bits of metal and just rip it off.
Ow!
Can I please make a wisdom saving throw to try and get out of this?
Yeah.
Abe's just gonna be screaming in pain.
What? Salt?
If the party would like to make a wisdom save, you can make it now.
Okay, cool.
What's the save, DC?
Natural fucking 20!
Dude.
That's what you hear!
I have a 19.
Still at your wisdom.
Oh, with my wisdom? With
Kane's
my
having
wisdom,
a
it's
PTSD
dirty
flashback, so he
21.
instantly fails.
Hold on. No fucking way. Okay, that that would be a 22.
God!
Dude,
So 22.
hold on. Dude, I got a nat 20 as well.
What you get, Blizzard?
I got a 21.
21.
22.
22.
Will is adds to dexterity. Ours is intelligence, wisdom. What am I adding?
Wisdom.
That is a 22.
22.
Dude, we all got like 22s.
So 3 natural 20s and a 19. That became a 22.
That does not succeed.
22
Well,
doesn't
bullshit!
succeed.
Nat 20
Hold
don't
on.
succeed.
Wait,
A
what?
natural
First
20.
off, natural 20s do not grant you an automatic success. They only score critical hits.
We're critically hurt by that. Yeah.
Well,
Critical hit, my back.
I'm gonna go
I'm
back to
critically
Orlando
fucked.
right now.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna critically
Aiko's gonna
fucking
be
try my
gone.
Don't leave. Don't leave. Ah.
Method to madness, please sit in Again, I know this is really hard right now. And stuff. Just sit. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get fucking good.
Somebody take the
rat
stench of
bastard.
Eiko, put it in
All right,
like an
you all need to
Hawaiian
click
shirt.
on nurse
You
brief if you
rat
haven't already.
bastard.
I got 4
All right,
D4s.
let's see
I
the
got a cloud
pain.
of dagger.
Okay.
I got a cloud of daggers with
Hey,
your name on it,
As
DM.
this creature proceeds to reach its hand into your chest and starting its fingers into your flesh as you feel it grip down, reminding you and giving you flashbacks to when you were in the church where it felt like someone was spiritually grabbing your soul. But this time it's physical.
But
And
you gotta
you
be fucking
feel
me.
their fingers
Let
dig.
go of him.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
You feel them begin
Let
to
go of
tug.
him.
Kain,
Get off of him!
Kain, you seeing your brother in the mere midst of death, about to have his soul ripped out. Roll me another strength check.
That is a 19 on the die with a plus. That's 23.
23. You manage, after seeing this, the shadows on your body begin to flicker even more so, almost igniting, becoming black fire on your shoulders as bits of white bony masks begin to pull and generate from your face, covering your face. As 2 black crooked horns begin to pour out from your skull. As you proceed to grab one of these swords with both of your hands, proceeding to rip it out. The angelic steel burning your hands as it cuts into you, and as you rip it out, and proceeding to throw it at the angel in your midst. The angel, without even without even turning to reaction and stuff, reaches out, catches it, but you put enough speed onto it and stuff to where it was able to reach its helmet, making the ever smallest cut upon it. It immediately turns its attention to you, dropping its gaze from there as it's still holding in one hand. It proceeds to let go of the sword as it goes back onto its wing. All right then. And it proceeds to summon the other sword from your shoulder, or ripping out, stinging along the way, pointing to its hands, as it inserts the blade into Abe's abdomen, basically where the ribs kind of connect under, right there, down to the hilt. Hold still, please. As it proceeds to let go, Abe's still sitting there as the sword is essentially holding him in midair. What once was oil pulling out from his stomach immediately turns to this golden ichor as it starts flowing out and dripping upon the ground. And Kain,
What the fuck?
Kain will stand up and start to shamble almost out of his own mind towards this entity. There, as the sky darkens and you hear the beastly howls of some unworldly creatures. Dare, do your thing.
I who have finally awoken. And the beast of chaos who dominates over the apocalyptic realms. I mock order and allow true freedom. I shall become the embodiment of destruction. I shall drown in the black tides of chaos. Oblivion drive.
During this speech, Kain proceeds to grow and raise up off the ground. Once merely 6 feet, now becoming 15 feet tall. As strands of muscle and tendrils begin to grow and burst forth from his body. His once humanoid appearance being traded for one of a claws proceed to form on his hands and as he goes forth. The bottom of his mask, a silver-like nation, proceeds to split open as he lets out.
Hold on.
letting out a devastating roar as in mere moments, he manages to clear 300 feet quickly, moving like an animal. The angel barely able to react and stuff as it raises the shield. Or no, not the shield. As it proceeds to raise up 2 swords to block off the incoming strike from Kain's arm. The sound echoes and ripples through the air as sparks fly off the angel's blade. As Kain proceeds to lay blow after blow as tendrils begin, as 6-bladed tendrils proceed to pull out from his back and proceed to attack the creature. Proceed to attack the celestial being. His other blades barely able to keeping up as this thing is moving backwards towards the front of the ship, nearly to the edge. As Kain all of a sudden breaks through, wrapping one of his claw things around Angel's head, shoving to the side and stuff, proceeding to lift its forearm, holding a blade to his jaw, and sinking his fang into its mechanical flesh. Golden ichor pours out, erupting from the wound, as the sickening crunch of steel in his jaws. Ripping the arm off at the elbow of the celestial being and stuff, as it proceeds to fly back in front of the ship, clutching its fin and looking down and proceeding to look back at the creature. Sure.
For reference, look at the chat for images of this hulking behemoth.
Holy.
Bella's looking up, teary-eyed, very awestruck.
Damn.
Kain?
The creature proceeds to simply summon its blades back and stuff, still in shock.
Kain swallows this thing's arm whole. Well, the beast swallows this thing's arm whole.
And this is why your mother should have died. Died when she tried coming here. Here, as the creature, as the celestial being, its wings envelop it, and just in a crack of white light, it is gone without trace. The almost dim clouds that seem to have formed over it, the ship when this happened, immediately disappearing, returning to blue skies. Nothing left but this enraged monster.
Cue another roar.
I should have been a better father.
I didn't sign up for this shit.
And I say to you, my party, roll for initiative.